Call the meeting to order. Make a motion, or we do have a quorum. Take a motion to approve the agenda in the minutes.
So moved.
I'll second that motion. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry. Rich Brown, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. Not a lot to discuss this week. Obviously, short week. We have implemented guys wearing masks when they're close to one another in the same vehicle, kind of trying to head this thing off. So far, it seems to be working pretty well. One thing we're doing is we're verifying all of our bridge postings are in place before winter here. And then once that's done, I'll maybe I've got a timeline, maybe have a resolution for you guys next week so that we can resolute all the bridge postings to make them legal, I guess. What I'm going to do next, when I do get it done, is I'm going to just have the whole list of everything that's posted. That way, if we ever missed anything in the past, everything is back to normal. So, perfect.
Sounds good.
Other than that, that's all I've got for you.
But as far as, yeah, guys are in vehicles together, they're wearing masks. What about the shops? Are they?
Yeah, if they're inside the shop and they're within 6 feet, they're supposed to be wearing masks. I stopped in last Friday and some of the guys were walking out of the shops and they had their masks on until they got outside. So I think they're trying to follow everything to the T. If I need to, I'll send a memo out, but I know that we've kind of enforced it on the radio, and RC's been doing a good job of reminding them.
Okay. Yeah, just keep an eye on it, 'cause I mean, it's just as much for their health as anybody else's, and
Oh yeah, most definitely.
we don't need that department to go down right now, so.
That's for sure.
Oh, it's a pain for everybody, but if we all do it a little bit, then it should sure help, I hope so.
Yep. So that's all I've got. You guys have any questions?
I don't.
Nope.
So.
All right. Well, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll stick on here in case something comes up.
Okay, thank you. Any drainage, Jack?
No.
Claims, Mark, you see those?
Yep, I did.
Any questions,
Nope.
comments? I'll take a motion to approve the claims.
So moved.
I'll second that motion. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Any reports?
Nope.
No. Payroll? Payroll for new deputy?
Make a motion to approve the payroll claims
All right.
or eligibility.
All right, there's a motion to approve payroll eligibility. I'll second that motion. Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Yes, I lied. Gotta sign those two for Greensburg.
Oh, sorry, what do you have to sign?
Minutes. What you want to stamp about right now?
Yeah. All right. Any liquor license? Road vacation still on hold. Woodworth Betco, Melissa?
Morning.
How are you?
Good. I'm sure you've heard that Larson's Manufacturing has sold to a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah, I did, yep.
They'll take over end of the year in January, and I don't think it'll affect Avance's contract at this time. And speaking of her, she has quite a few people come in, and one is in immediate need of a 3-bedroom house. He's here with his friend, but he would like to bring his family. So if you hear of any 3-bedroom homes, just let me know.
What area? Anywhere?
Yeah,
Prefer closest to Lake Mills as possible. We've had to be, we have had been placing people in Albert Lee just because that's the majority, or the majority of the housing available is in Albert Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep my ears open anyways.
That's all I got.
It was kind of a neat deal the other night. We sat in on
did you sit in on
a
that?
venture school.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Forgot about venture school.
It was basically new business people doing presentations, trying to get a $2,500 grant
Yep.
on how they had to go do their homework and lay out how their business plan, the whole 9 yards. And
So it was like Shark Tank or something?
you kind of, yeah, it was. They had judges there, and was there 7 or 8 of them?
There's 12 total, and we had 4 from Winnebago County, and one Winnebago County received 3rd place, and another Winnebago County received 1st place. So we're 2 out of the 4 of our businesses were able to place.
It was pretty neat to see their business ideas and how it worked, and pretty cool deal. I kind of like that. So, all right. Well, if nothing else, Melissa, thank you very much.
You bet. Have a good day.
Do.
Is Jason on there? I don't see him. Gas got installed.
Okay.
Because they had abandoned the casino's building. Their maintenance shed, and they were kind of getting nervous on needing heat out there. So they finally got that done last week, and I know they've got some cleanup work to do because they did it when Ross was in and out.
Yeah, I saw
And see,
that.
they kind of made a mess, so they got some seed work to redo. But
Must have been putting the line in for the poles into, I think, the electric poles or something.
yeah,
Gone all along there, I see.
are they gone?
They were still there. Stuff was still sitting there Sunday when we came back through there. But
They pulled them all.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't been out there. I went by there on the interstate.
They just sort
yesterday,
of put some more power in or something out there the way it looked. And I assume that was for the light poles that'll be coming.
could be,
When the way it looked, anyway.
could be.
It's run right along the road and stuff, so.
So yeah, anyways, I think that got in. They got their gas hooked back up. But other than that, I'm still waiting on this deed to
So we can
get this done and start promoting get the pricing figured out.
Yep.
And then start promoting sale of these. So hopefully we'll hear something soon. I'm doubting it'll be this week. But planning and zoning. I did talk with Matt Thursday, I believe, Thursday or Friday afternoon. We had a pretty good discussion. He is interested, and he's probably gonna do it. Would like to do it. He just wanted to check a few more things, just because it's an as needed basis. And he does. He has a day job too. Plus he does, Winnebago. So as far we would set him up with like that zoning email, correct?
Mhm.
I'm sure, right? So everything would go to him and.
Sure.
Okay. Because he was asking how much time he'd have to spend over here. I said, well, you can pretty much do everything from home. It just, the phone. And he's like, well, what about building permits, this or that? I said, they can just send it to the auditor's office. We'll take care of, if you've got a building permit, just send it to the auditor so she knows or whatever, so they can coordinate, this check goes to this building permit. So you don't have to come over here and make sure the check gets to the bank or to the right people.
Yeah,
I said,
I take care of that every once in a while already.
Yeah, so just let them send it to the auditor's office and she'll get it and where it needs to go, and then you wouldn't have to. All you have to do is email, say, hey, there's one coming or whatever. So
Is there enough volume there to automate that process or not?
probably not. If it was entire county, I would
Right.
say, but
Yeah.
It's just that area.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see a need for it yet, but
Okay, because I know there's, Beacon offers some permitting stuff and there's some other companies, but
right.
if
We
we
can
don't,
get all the stuff on our website anyways, the paperwork, so all they gotta do is do it, or you mail it or email it back to Matt, so he was gonna let me know, I think, first part of this week, whether he interested in doing that for sure or not, so, but it sounded like it.
Did he talk how much price or pay?
I kinda told him what we had been doing before, and we would probably there'd be a base there regardless, up to, we'd have to figure out maybe just like an hourly rate, so that he could document his time.
Not to
And then,
exceed,
yeah, once he gets that
if
point,
exceeds,
if we give him a base of $5,000, he hits that point, he's got a busy year, start keeping track of your hours, and we'll pay you hourly after that. But just the availability to answer emails, questions, calls.
Right.
I said just basically, you don't have to punch a time clock, but just document your time and what you're doing. And if we have a busy year and you get past that threshold, then we'll pay so much per hour after that. So it's just something we've got to kind of figure out, or whatever was going on before, I guess I don't even know.
With Jim, it was a salary. With Jane, it was just really sporadic because she didn't turn in hours or
Right.
anything. So,
Right. So yeah, like I said, I basically.
or I didn't think she turned in enough anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. I'm sure she didn't, so. But at least he's got the experience over there, so once he and I'm sure a lot of the stuff is the same or fairly close. You just gotta make sure the right setbacks or right stuff is there, but I think he'll be just fine, so. So hopefully we can get him on board maybe in the next couple weeks. Department heads, COVID-19 policy, possible action.
Now I sent that out again, so I don't know.
The temporary policy, I saw that.
Yeah.
I read it
If
again
that's-
to make sure I
yeah,
did.
if that's what you guys want, or. So I didn't print it out, but
Mhm.
I can get it signed.
No, could be.
Yeah, I didn't, I thought it looked good.
And I did send, it was late, but I sent it to Renee to see what she thought
thinks.
about it, so.
Do we want to wait then?
It's up to you guys, what you wanna do.
I don't see
We
anything
need
wrong.
something to figure out what to do with employees when they randomly write COVID. I mean, they need to know what the parameters are. And
Right.
Right.
Right,
otherwise, for payroll, it's not been fun.
yeah,
I think, and for what I'm doing right now, I think I'm just requiring that if somebody's out and they say it's COVID, they need to come up with a test result that verifies that they've been tested, whether it's positive or negative. I still don't know how I'm going to handle it when and if somebody gets it, but for the most part right now, what I've been telling everybody is we're just going to use sick time. Their sick time, their bank sick time for now because I know the policy doesn't apply to our department, but if they're thinking they're out, they need to get tested. They need to verify that. So that way, at least they're not sitting at home, not to say that anybody's just faking it, not saying that, but just that they're verifying that they think they may have symptoms and they're going to get tested, and then they can get the results to us to verify that they were tested. So they were actually, had the concerns. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
yeah, and what they, probably need to do is run through public health.
Yep.
Get their recommendation and then talk to their provider and,
Get tested.
yeah, see
And
what,
mask up.
yeah, and see what their provider recommends them and then, or
Right.
recommends.
I've had several calls where they say, well, what should I do? I'm like, call public health. I'm not the doctor, and they're your symptoms. And so I'm not going to tell people to stay home. It's not my responsibility to tell people to stay home. I mean, the information is out there. They just need to follow the recommendations. And I know it's a difficult thing, but.
So I'm pretty sure everybody, at least all the department heads, got Jesse's email. It was a pretty straightforward explanation of what to do and what not to do when you've been exposed or not exposed. And
yeah, that one's a surprise to me. I didn't realize the whole
so that answers things pretty closely what they should be doing.
And Shanna's really good
Shanna's
at talking
really
you
good.
through it too.
Yeah.
Because there's different degrees of exposure, and
Correct.
you got to know which one you are, and she'll talk you through it.
Mhm. Yeah, and like, yeah,
That's
it's-
my case by case right now, is that's what I'm doing, is if they feel like they need to set out, or, you know, if they need to take time off, I just want it documented. That way we can always change something after the fact, but for now, they're using their bank sick time.
okay. No, it sounds good. Like I say, just as long as whoever, whatever, get a little direction from either public health or their primary care provider.
Probably both.
Both,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would say,
And proof if
improve.
we need to know if there is COVID.
yeah. So then you can protect the others if they were around, or see when they were around others.
And just keep consistency with our payroll and stuff.
See the question?
Yeah, yeah,
And that's a Shanna question.
right. I'm pretty sure.
That's not quite right, I know, and I really can't, I know of people that that child's exposed and the mother, they both go get tested.
Right. Yep.
Just because, and then you gotta follow the 10-day guideline, because it takes 10 full, at least you might test negative, but you might, you know, by the 8th and 9th days, you can turn positive on you, so,
Right.
you know,
And if it's a known exposure, very well known that that person tested positive, you were within that, then you need to go in and get tested.
especially if it's
But it's
unmasked and.
but at school they're supposed to be wearing masks.
Yeah.
And so an exposure is a little bit different than,
It is a little different, but
and the worker is further removed from that.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, you know, when my son was exposed, that my 14 days didn't start till after his 10. That was the one thing I didn't know. And that means I'm supposed to be quarantining again. So,
we're almost 28 days in reality.
yeah, that's a long time.
Yep.
Very true. Well,
We have to have something.
yeah,
Get started, and I mean, if Renee, you know, wants to tweak it, we can always tweak it again next week with an amendment or whatever, but,
right.
so,
Well, the thing is, it doesn't technically count social, essential people anyway.
Right,
So we're
Right.
still gonna have a mess.
right.
still, yeah,
But at least we got a guideline
you
set.
got a guideline.
That's what we've got.
That's what I would say, so I'd make that a motion.
Motion to approve the temporary COVID-19 policy. I will second that motion. Any other discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That motion will carry. So we will follow that policy. If we hear anything from Renee, we may have to tweak it next week, but appears to be, looks good to me. And it's still gonna be case by case, but at least we've got some guidelines set on what to do and how to do it.
And all department heads have that, so they can share it.
And that's, yep, make sure that
Yeah.
everybody knows.
Yes, definitely.
And did you want everybody to be temp checking now? That was the other question.
Yeah, if somebody comes in, I'd say check your employees twice a day. Check them in the morning, check them after lunch or something like that.
Yep.
And anybody that comes in, check them if they come to your office. Did we get thermometers? So we got them? They're all here?
Came in Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
So if somebody comes in your office, walk up, scan them. If they're good, then continue on. If they are above the, what is it, 100.5?
Sounds about
Right.
right. Ask Jess, Jesse will have it. so
Right.
Clarify that.
Yep. And then, if they are above that or whatever, then send them back out the door.
Ask him to leave.
Yep. Keep a log of your employees.
Yep.
Keep a log, just so at least your employees are checking their temperatures.
'Cause we don't need to worry about HIPAA on more than that.
Right. So yeah, I would say keep a log of the employees that they're doing it. twice a day, just when they get there, write their name down, what time it was, what the temperature was.
So you want all departments to do that?
Yeah, and we bought thermometers for everyone, right?
Everybody, right? All the-
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, Rich, I left 6 up in your office Friday.
Okay, I'll make sure that they get put out to the shops then.
Battery's not included, so it's 2 AAAs.
Jeez, you're gonna kill me, man.
Ho ho ho!
I guess I'll have to amend my budget.
Well, it's
You'll be fine.
not, it could come under COVID release wise, can it?
Yeah.
Kirac.
Kirac.
Okay,
We got that covered.
anything else to dealing with that? Assuming not. Supervisor Weekly, Mark?
I had a NICO board meeting Monday or Tuesday night. Basically, they just always go over what they're doing, and COVID stuff too. That's been a problem for them, but they're working through that. I had workforce development, and we'll probably be off for a couple of weeks on that. But we got everything pretty well finalized, the bylaws and everything, and so we're covered. So we're in good shape, and we'll just keep moving forward there. So there'll be 4 new board members on that board, I think, at least next year. So
Well, at least it's good and you got established.
Yep.
You know, while everybody was involved.
yeah, we try to. I think some of the people, we have to get some new Cleos, which are the chief elected ones that they usually have 2 or 3 of them that are actually. So if you have one gone, there's always like 2 vice chairs, I guess you could say. So, and those are we're trying to get the 3rd one, hopefully from this district, which would be Sis Griman or Linda Jaden, were the 2 that would be still have been on for at least 4 years.
Sure.
Sis being on 16. Try to get them to step up to do that. Hopefully they're thinking about it, and then that would be the 3rd one. So that way there'd be some experience in the leadership role at least. So,
Sure.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. I didn't have anything last week. I did get asked by the WCDA board to take Ken's spot as ex officio,
Ex officio.
like that's what they call it.
Okay.
Not that, it's not a voting board member. It's just
Just
you gotta have 2 of them throughout within the county.
Okay.
So I accepted that.
Good.
So I'll probably join in on a couple meetings and
Stay up to abreast, what's going
yeah,
on.
yep, see how it goes. So I'll be doing that a little bit now too. I think they meet, I don't know, January, I think it was. Trying to send the agenda out, so. And then I've got a couple meetings tomorrow, so we'll kill in tomorrow. All right. Anything else for the agenda for next week? When's Ryan? Is Ryan coming?
Oh, next week.
Next week, you?
Yeah.
EMA and I did get the old drone. We did get that transaction done.
Delivered?
Yep, it's delivered. We've got the check in hand. So
Oh,
Good.
okay.
that did get finished.
Good deal. Good deal. Otherwise, December 7th is our public hearing. Okay, well, if nothing else, take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second that motion, all in favor, aye.
All right.
Aye. Please adjourn, thank you.